I had a question for you.
What you got?
Now, I know you're into rap. I know you got your own rap stuff. Are you into the history of rap?
I mean, when you spend enough time in there and you hear enough stories, you do become involuntarily well versed in the history to an extent. You would have to actively seek it out to actually, really get in on it. Why?
I was curious about where rap actually started.
Oh, started?
Yeah,
New York was the first thing that popped up in my head. Let me look.
I would figured more of the southern states would be where it started.
Why?
Because I feel like there's a lot more to talk about down there, more history to be poetic about.
What history?
You know what I'm talking about.
Um, Rap wasn't the blues. There wasn't like a definitive tone to hit when you were rapping. Yeah, New York City. It was New York.
Somewhere along the way, you did remember it, just not quite for sure.
Right. It's like I don't know why New York just popped up in my head, but no, I just looked it up. It was New York. But one thing that I did wonder about, whenever I hear about Black history in America, it always has something to do with the South. And I've been more curious now more than ever. What was going on in the northern states? It's like there were black people in the northern states, right? It's like what was going on up there? It maybe I heard about it in my school years, but it has slipped my mind.
Probably because there's more emphasis on what's going on in the South.
Well, people love bad news. That's what makes news sell. People don't
True.
want good news. They want bad news. They want
Well,
tragedy.
no, no, no. It's not that they don't want good news. It's that good
Please.
news doesn't sell as much.
That's like saying the same thing twice.
But good news is still That's how I'm saying that good news is still welcomed.
No, is it really? It's like
Oh, yeah.
it's almost like you said the same thing twice. People don't. People want good news. It just doesn't sell. If it was selling, people would be getting the good news. If it's not selling, that's them not getting the good news. It's like, oh, good news, eh.
But the way you had it put made it sound like no one wants good news at all. It's just bad news all the time.
Bad news is bad. I mean, that's what sells. It's like the things that go viral on the internet. It's normally the most outlandish thing. It's not the best. It's not good. It's normally the most outlandish, wild, or sometimes flat out bad. It's like, could you tell me who hosts the Oscars when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock?
Nope.
Everybody knows about the slap. Nobody knows dick about the Oscars, which was actually supposed to be a really good shining moment for whoever was nominated for an award or whoever won an award.
Not many people care so much for the Oscars anymore in the first place.
That's a good point, but at the same time, it was bad news that put the Oscars on the map this time.
I do agree with you. Like I said, like it sells more. I get that. I'm not arguing that at all. I'm just saying it's like good news is also welcome.
I mean, yeah, I welcome good news. So I welcome good news, but somehow it just doesn't stick the landing. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Somehow good news just doesn't stick the landing quite like a catastrophe.
I mean, no one sticks around to watch a train go by safely on the tracks. They definitely stick around when the train wrecks, though.
Oh yeah, it's like it's gonna derail. It's derailing. Oh,
It's like, oh my, it's got a hunchback. Damn, girl. It's trying to throw it back.
chill out.